Adults who don't properly secure their weapons put all of us in danger. And that's especially true for adults with young children living in the home. Check this out.
And with that story that's all new this hour, police say the mother of a 9-year-old did not secure her gun, and that's how that child was able to get it. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson's live at Meadow Creek Elementary School, where that child is accused of firing a shot inside a toilet in one of the school's bathrooms. Matt, that child could have been hurt or hurt some others.
That was definitely the big fear here among parents, and police say that child's mother kept a gun in a lockbox like this one, but the problem is they say that the lock here was broken, and they say that she knew about it and still didn't fix it, even with kids in the home. That's in part why she was charged after her 9-year-old son had already been arrested for the incident here.
Gwinnett County School Police charge Devashay Webb after they say her 9-year-old son brought a 9mm handgun to Meadow Creek Elementary and fired it into a toilet.
Could you imagine the response of everyone in that school who heard that? Like how it would just the voice in the bathroom, in these bathrooms, everything just seems to echo. And so I imagine this created a very loud sound that could be heard throughout probably most of the building, because elementary schools, they're typically one floor. They're long buildings. And so I think a lot of people in this building heard that shot in the bathroom. And shame on that parent. Shame on that parent not getting another lockbox, knowing that the lockbox that they had was broken.
An arrest warrant says the mother kept the gun in a lockbox in a closet, but it had a broken lock that she knew about. It also says she didn't search her son's backpack the morning of August 15th. We now know that Webb was arrested last Wednesday for a misdemeanor reckless conduct charge. I went by her home Monday, but no one answered.
I would like parents to lock up their guns.
Amanda Paniagua is a Meadow Creek parent who's relieved the shooting happened in an empty bathroom, but says she supports holding parents accountable.
This was too close to home. This is where my son goes to school, the bathroom he uses every day. It could have been bad.
At last Thursday's school board meeting, the board approved a plan for unarmed security officers at elementary schools. Weapons detectors are being installed in middle and high schools, but not on elementary campuses. The district is aiming to eventually have a school resource officer at every elementary school.
But at least they're doing something, and I hope they do the metal detectors outdoors.
Parents hope that this close call is a wake-up call for gun owners with children in their homes.
Kids can get their hands on them, and kids are kids, and they're making bad choices.
And since this incident on August 14th, the mother posted a $1,500 bond and has been released from jail. Details about the disciplinary and criminal charges against the child have not been released. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
And it's sad that that's where we are. We have to make plans to prevent things like this from happening. You heard that they made plans at the high school and middle school, but they figured, well, these kids they're too young. They're not gonna get their hands on weapons. Wrong. Yes, they can get their hands on weapons, as we saw in this incident here, and it's just sad. It's sad that we have to think that way, because largely, I think the littles they're just so excited because they're just starting their education. They're so excited about going to school, playing games, having fun, and being a kid and doing those kinds of things. But the reality of the situation is that, yes, in fact, littles can also get their hands on weapons because of irresponsible adults. And there has to be a plan in place in order to prevent those weapons from coming into the school as best as possible. No plan is 100%, but you gotta try, as proven with this story here, and there are many others like it. So that's the story for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next update.